What's up guys, it's Grim back with another Exoprimal video, and today I'd like to speak about the Savage Gauntlet mode which dropped earlier this week. So let's get straight into it. I played a few games and it was pretty much what I expected. It's a 5-player mode where you compete for the fastest times, and depending on the time you get, there's 3 different rankings, which I believe are Survivor, Fighter and Master. The games themselves are actually pretty quick in comparison to Dino Survival and are definitely more intense. There's a focus on the team's build, as you definitely need to be partied up or at least have a good exo suit selection in order to get a good score. So I appreciate the fact that content is being added to the game. This mode is definitely a great addition, however it doesn't really have that much replayability. Once you get a good score, or once you've had enough of repeating the same mission, you're probably going to straight back to Dino Survival. I understand it does have maps that are rotating. After a few days, a new challenge will be available, so that's definitely a perk. However, I feel like this mode being added kinda raises the questions of when are we going to see more modes, because I see a lot of discussions within the community about horde modes, more 10-player missions and things of that nature. And thinking about it, the issue at the moment isn't there isn't enough content in the game. The game has a very interesting way of introducing new content to you. I feel like the issue at the moment is the fact that players don't really have options. They don't really have a set list of what they can choose. It's based on what the game wants to give you. So that's kind of limiting, especially when you finish the game. You might want to revisit that one particular mission. You might want to play some more 10-player missions. You might want to play some PvP, PvE. But the fact is, you're so limited in your selection, you don't really get what you want. You might have to play several games before you get the mission you're actually hoping to get. It kind of feels counterproductive. I've put in all this time, I've gone through the story, I've gone through the reoccurring series of games. They're not allowing you to have free selection on the things you want to do afterwards. But that being said, I'm not trying to turn this into a rant. The information that was given ahead of release, even before the game came out, is exactly what we've got. So I have no complaints there. What they did was something similar to Resident Evil, where they dropped the mercenary mode a few weeks after they dropped the original, just so people got to experience the campaign alone before they were given additional stuff. The reason I mention that is I've seen a few opinions about the content being added, but these are from people that began following the game after the release, so they weren't initially going to pick the game up, so they probably weren't too aware this content had already been announced. But yeah, that's my quick thoughts and impressions on the new game mode. Soon we're gonna have the alpha variants, so that will be interesting. But until then, thanks for watching and peace.
Congratulations. That was combat of the highest quality. I have gathered combat data that far exceeds Brightside projections.